Vanessa Myers. I'm the children's director here at Dahlonega United Methodist Church, and Bill Hardiman asked me to give a stewardship testimony this morning, and I wanted to share with you a Bible verse that, first I'm going to do a personal testimony, and then I want to talk about a little bit about how your giving helps the children's ministry. So first I want to share with you a Bible verse from Luke 21, and it's the verse of the widow's offering. Luke 21, 1 through 4. It says, "As he looked up, Jesus saw the rich putting their gifts into the temple treasury. He also saw a poor widow put in 2 very small copper coins. 'I tell you the truth,' he said, 'this poor widow has put in more than all the others. All these people gave their gifts out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in all she had to live on.'" And I would like to tell you a story about somebody that reminds me of the widow in this story, and that is my mother. My mom is not a widow, but my parents divorced when I was 8 years old, and so my mom raised, at the time, 3 girls. My older sister was 10, I was 8, and my younger sister was 3. So she had 3 small children, and at the time she was not working. She had been a teacher, but had taken off the past 10 years to raise her 3 daughters. And so when my parents divorced, she had to go back to teaching. But she was not able to immediately go back into teaching because she had let her certification run out, and she had to go back to school for a couple more years to kind of do some more classes to get recertified. So during that time, those 2 years, she taught at a church preschool. I grew up in Rome, Georgia, and she taught there for 2 years before she could get back into the school system. And during that time, she, I have to tell y'all, she only made $200 a month as a preschool teacher, raising 3 daughters. And so that was not anything. I spend more than that on groceries, but she never stopped giving to the church and to God. She continued to give no matter what. I remember, and this is things that I don't realize happening in my family as a child, was I didn't realize we didn't have enough money, but somehow we made it through and we survived. But she always, years later, she would tell us the story of how much money she made and what it was like raising 3 girls without much money. But she said, the one thing I did was I continued to give to God. No matter what I thought, if I couldn't pay my bills or if I couldn't do anything else, I continued to give to God. And she gave to God, and then she took care of her finances. And amazingly, God provided every single thing that we needed. We had food to eat, we had clothes to wear, we even got to do extra things. My mom sacrificed so much for us. There was a time when we wanted to take dance lessons, or continue to take dance lessons, and she found a way to pay for it by working in the office of the dance studio where we were taken. So that paid for our way. So God provided ways for us to continue to do the things that we were doing, just even though she wasn't making very much money those first 2 years after my parents' divorce. So she continued to give to God. And to me, that just reminds me of this story, because she gave all that she had. She continued to give. And giving to the church and giving to God requires trust in the Lord. It may be very scary for you to say that you're going to give up something or give your first fruits to God before you pay your bills. That is a very scary thing to do. But I am here to say 100% that God will provide for you if you do that. And it's amazing how God works and takes care of us if we would only trust in Him. And that is my personal testimony for you today. And then one of the things that I wanted to share with you are ways that your giving helps the programs in this church. And I'm the children's ministry director, and so when you give to the church, you're also giving to help run the children's ministry. You're giving to help us buy curriculum for the kids, to buy supplies for the kids to use for that curriculum. Birthday cards, I give out birthday cards every month. I give them a birthday card from somewhere. This year it's Picnic Cafe, they get a little gift card. Just things like that help our children's ministry. So I appreciate your giving to the church, because it helps programs like the children's ministry. And that's for babies up through 5th grade is what I'm in charge of. And so I thank you for that. So I pray that you will prayerfully consider giving to the church. and trusting the Lord with everything you've got, even if you don't feel like you have the money to do it. I invite you to step out in faith and trust God that He will take care of you and that He will provide for you in all that you need. God bless you.